everyone. So now that you guys have hopefully seen my why video by now, if not, I did post it a little bit earlier, but right now I'm going to be talking about the topic money talks. So some things I'm going to kind of point out to see how well you guys know, and certain things like what is paid at title. So I know I was so oblivious to even looking at the compensation chart until after I hit director. Like, that's pretty sad, honestly. So if you haven't checked out the compensation plan and the chart, they also have it in our catalog. So right here you can see based on your title, kind of what percentages you're going to be getting paid and so forth. So I guess I'll dive right in. Like, what is considered paid at title? What do you need to be considered paid at title? So for starters, you're going to need to focus on your PRV. And to be paid at title, that means you're going to be getting paid off of your title and also any team members that you guys have. So what you're going to need is, for starters, you're going to need 500 PRV every single month. All of your titles that you get promoted to, you will always be able to keep except one, and that is director. So like I said, your 500 PRV. Next, you're going to look in to see how many active frontline you need based off of your title. So when you promote to lead, that is a huge accomplishment because, number one, it means you're already starting to build that team. Another thing is, an important thing that happens once you get promoted to lead, when people, if they do not have a consultant and they go to Scentsy.com and they type in their zip code to find a consultant, you're going to be on that consultant locator. So you could potentially get new customers from the Scentsy.com website just for having that lead title, which is pretty cool. So for lead, you need that 500 PRV. You're going to need one active frontline, and you're going to need 1,000 GWV. That means and if you don't know what GWV is, that is your PRV and any of your team members' PRV combined, and it's not the actual full PRV. So you're going to take whatever that number you need is and divide that by 0.75, and that's going to let you know how much PRV collectively you guys need to have that GWV there. So 1,000 GWV is really going to be $1,333.34 PRV. For star consultant, you're going to need 500 PRV, 2 active front lines, and 2,500 PRV. That's going to in return equal out to, 2,500 GWV. And for PRV, that's going to convert into $3,333.34. And I can also post these numbers that you need to promote and all that good stuff. For superstar consultant, you're going to need, again, you're always going to need that 500 PRV. This time you're going to need 3 active frontline and 6,000 GWV, which turns into 8,000 PRV. And again, this is made up of everybody on your team. For director, you're going to need that 500, 3 active frontline, 10,000 GWV, and collectively in PRV, that's going to equal out to $13,333.34. And why is this such a big deal? Well, that's also going to be because if you go to this chart, I don't know if I'm going to actually read all of the percentages, but it's going to tell you. So let's say you're a lead consultant. You're going to get that 25% off of your PRV. If you get 2,000 PRV, you're going to get an additional 5% on top of that. Commission from Scentsy Club, you're going to get 15%. Let's see. For your frontline, you're going to get paid 2% off of them. And then as you promote, you're going to get paid more of a percentage off of the people on your team. So that's one reason why it's always important to try to grow your team. And keep in mind, you can't grow a team and get paid off of them if you don't work as well. So say if somebody had a team of 25 people, but they didn't get their 500 PRV, you're not going to get paid off of those 25 people because you didn't have your 25 or you didn't have your 500 PRV. So that is one goal I always recommend to people. Number one, if you don't have a PR or a team, at least try to get active every single month. And to get active, you're going to need 200 PRV. The next goal, if people are, trying to push themselves to grow and do, set goals for themselves, that's going to be 500 PRV. And it could be challenging, but you're going to have to get outside your comfort zone and figure out what works best for you. The next goal I always recommend, if you want to push yourself the extra mile to get a little bit more, is to aim for that 2000 PRV, because you're going to be getting paid 30% versus the 25%. And that adds up fast, as well as if you keep building your team. And keep in mind, let's see, how should I word this? There's room at the top for everybody. And like I said in my last video, there is a no ceiling income, which means you create how productive you're going to be in your business. You make the decision what goals you're going to set for yourself. You make the decision how far you want to go. You make the decision on how high you want your paycheck to be. So once you start realizing that you have the potential to control all of these things, that's when you're really going to start, have things clicking, and you're going to get to where you want to be. And if you're just sitting there comfortable, you're not going to be able to grow your business. You always want to try new things, get out of your comfort zone. You don't want to plateau. You always want to keep growing, and challenging yourself is going to help you get there. So far I've covered what is paid at title for those of you just jumping on. What you need to be paid at title, I've went over that. And then also kind of know how to work on your workstation. Like, do you know where you're going to find that commission history? Do you know how you're getting your paychecks? Are you using Pay Portal? Are you using direct deposit? Let's see. And then also, I've told you why hitting lead is very important, so you can get on that consultant locator. And one thing that also kind of helps you, if you need that extra push, find an accountability partner. Find someone who is like-minded as you. You don't want to say, hey, let's have these goals and let's hold each other accountable, but only one of you guys kind of be present. You want to find someone who is like-minded, has the same goals as you, so that you guys can push each other to work harder and accomplish those goals. Also, I forgot to touch base on that. And another thing you need to understand is, if you want to have a steady income coming in, you have got to be consistent with your business. It makes a huge difference. If your customers see that you're not constantly, posting your goals or showing sharing what you love, and you're only coming to them, before it used to be once every 4 months, they see that you're not holding yourself accountable. They see that you don't honestly care. And when you start showing people that you care and this is something you're passionate about, people will follow. I promise you. I posted that my son had said he wanted to go to Disney. And so then I had shared that I wanted to make it a goal to earn level 2, because I've never gone to Disney and I want to be able to take my kid to Disney. I had 3 or 4 people message me and say, that's never hosted a party for me before, that messaged me and said, hey, can I host a party for you to see if I can help you get those incentive trip points that you need? So again, that goes into when you show and share what you care about, people will also start sharing and caring about your goals as well. People want to see you succeed. And so just make sure you stay consistent with that, because if you're, you're struggling to get your 200 PRV and the only time you share Scentsy is when you just want that 200 PRV, people are going to be less likely to be attracted to you and, share that same excitement. So you need to hold yourself accountable, share that consistency. You don't have to be salesy. Just share what you love about the products. Or share what Scentsy means to you. And then people will follow. So, let's see. Kind of touch base on that. Sorry, I made kind of notes for you guys. Always think one step ahead. What is your next goal? Another thing is why staying consistent and paid at title is a huge deal. If you are trying to earn incentive trip points, did you know that you get additional points for being paid at title every month? Did you also know you get an additional 2,500 points just for selling $1,000 5 months out of 6? And Scentsy gives us all the tools to use. They have done countless drops. I probably can't even name them all. But Villains, the Johnny Appleseed, the Cleaning Bundle, Fall Harvest Collection, Holiday Collection, Monsters Inc., if I didn't say that already, International Wax Collection, NFL, hockey, new stuff always added to the clearance section, scent and warmers of the month. So Scentsy gives us all the tools, and it is up to us to share them with everybody and help get those sales. But does anyone have any questions? I don't know if anyone is on here yet. Hopefully this does help you. I'm trying to think of what else I can mention, but I'm going to give you guys homework. So if you do watch this, I want you to tell me one thing that you have taken away from this video or that you have learned. And then I want you to tell me one thing that you were, at least one thing. If there's more, totally post it. One thing that you are going to try new in your business starting today. Yeah. So if anyone doesn't have any questions, I'll probably hop off here. Hopefully this is helpful. Make sure you understand your compensation plan, understand what is paid at title, understand how many active frontline you need, understand the GWV, because all of these things tie into what you need to promote. Understand also that GWV and the percentages are not the same as PRV percentages. You need to know that you take that PRV and you divide it by 0.75, and that's going to tell you how much PRV you need to get to your GWV goal. I know it's a lot of acronyms. And keep in mind that GWV is accumulated by everybody in your group's sales. And then also why it's important to promote to lead. You're going to be on that consultant locator. Understand how to get paid off of your team. Also know that you don't get paid if you do not work. You hold yourself accountable. You set these goals in place for yourself. Don't get comfortable. Get outside your comfort zone. That's going to be how you're going to be able to grow. Understand what you need to get additional points for your incentive trip. Just challenge yourself. So, and then also that homework, one thing you've learned from this video and one thing that you're going to be trying new. I hope that people participate, and I would love to see your responses. So I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, rest of their week, and I hope to be hearing from you guys. Bye.